the way out alive. Chainsaws in the barn, watch the cowards get sliced. I feed on the struggle, turn the struggle to power. Every fallen body fertilizes the hour. No handles on this land, just the law of the play. You step in the ring, better bring more than a prayer. I'm the reaper in boots, the storm in the rain. The farm don't forgive and it don't feel no shame. Bring it down, where the strong survive and the rest get ground. Don't fall, feel the pain, dirt in your veins, in the whole world drown. Don't fall, no escape, raising hell in the fields till the reaper comes down. Don't fall, follow me, this the only law. Power be proud. Down, on your knees in the mud. Taste the dirt, taste it hard. This the end of your run. Welcome home. The farm. The farm. The farm. No mercy. No surrender. This the only law. The farm.
Where future champs are home, grown.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Farm. I am your pal, Devious Douglas, the mover, the cooker, and the shaker. Yeah. And we are in Reno, Nevada tonight. So we should have one hell of a show. With that being said, main event tonight will be Hank and Tank versus Eric Bischoff. No Wonder Stars at ringside. It is going to be one hell of a beatdown. I can guarantee you that. Hurricane and Iguana have been on this feud for quite some time and getting on my nerves, so I'm sending them to Cooter's Scrapyard so they can work out their problems. So hopefully no one gets a nail in their foot or anything like that. But we got medics on standby for tetanus shots. But hey, it should be a hell of a fight. So let's get started. All right, welcome to the farm. I am Devious Douglas, and we are here tonight to display one hell of a card. First match. The feud with Hurricane and Mr. Iguana has escalated, and Hurricane with his new partner Big Show, they are now called Showcane. And now Mr. Iguana needs a partner, so he went backstage and found a local luchador just like him, Chosen. So now this is going to be a Scrapyard Tornado Tag Team match. Should be a great one.
Wee! Can you believe Chef Davey sent some action to Cooter Scrapyard / Carnival / Amusement Park / Drug Hangout? Shh! Don't tell nobody. But anyway, Devious said that Iguana and Hurricane have been pissing him off lately. So he was sending them and their new tag team partners down to Cooter's Scrapyard / carnival / amusement park. Well, you know. So they could work their shit out. And this is the perfect place to violently work shit out. Cooter gets in fights here all the time. Usually because it's fucking junkies trying to steal my shit. Smoke one bowl with a guy and he thinks it's okay to start stealing your copper wire and catalytic converters. I don't think so. These guys are beating the shit out of each other. Chosen needs to watch out. That Big Show is one big motherfucker. We've been having lots and lots of fun doing this GWA stuff. I had to come back here and tidy up before GWA smoke this week. Money said if I'm good, he'll let me book a match. Finally. A possum just growled at me. Easy there, little fellas. Looks like he's been eating shaving cream. Oh no. Well, I think Chosen is gonna regret being chosen as Iguana Man's new partner. As soon as I say that, he just whooped Big Show's ass. Big Show is out cold. Sorry, folks, I don't have a cameraman here, just my security camera. And it's gonna follow Big Show because he's the biggest threat. Literally. Oh, shit. That Iguana Man's dangerous. He's using Cooter's burn barrels as weapons. At least those are the empties. I keep the good ones in that door right there with the big X. That's the lap. It means stay the fuck out. I tell everybody that's where Blackwood sleeps, so nobody goes in there. At least these guys aren't fucking up my car this time. Usually when fights break out at the scrapyard, that's the first thing they do is go fuck up Cooter's car. They never go fuck up Doc's old ambulance sitting over there. Here's a little tidbit of factual information. That wrestling ring is the same one me and Chauncey trained on in Shady Pines. Oh no, Hurricane just dropped Iguana Man on his head, and I think that's gonna be it, folks. Well, back to you guys. I got chores to do. Up next.
Yo, what's good? It's the Mob Father. You see the drip, official mob merch. Premium tees, heavy hoodies, stitch beanies, all built for the grind and the shine. Quality you can feel, style that speaks family. We ship it worldwide, straight to your door, boxed up right. So if you ain't rocking with the mob, what you really repping?
All right. So, seems like Becky Lynch has inserted herself into the feud with Sherry and Alundra Blaze. And so, with that being said, I'm going to throw them all in a match together because that's what I like to do. I like to cook. So, right now it's going to be a three-way dance. Meaning, not a triple threat match, but a three-way dance, which means you lose, you go back stage, you're done. Last person standing wins. So here we go, triple three-way dance action coming up next.
The man has come around. The sleepless nights, the desperate calls, the empty rounds. I'm spitting blood, I'm staring down a broken nose. I'm sick to death of standing in the bitter rain. The road that tried to let me hit a new low. 'Cause I'm no one's shadow. I felt the lights and I'm not going back there. And something goes every night in my sleep. And I say I'm through playing dead, man, I don't care. You can bite the exits, I ain't flinching, face onto me. Pressure builds in bottles up and then explodes.
And her opponents, first from New Orleans, Louisiana, sensational Sherry.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to GWA The Farm live from Reno, Nevada. You're live with the money, and the money is in a great mood because I just found out at the start of the show that Cooter is on the other side of the country, and I don't have to worry about him getting on my fucking nerves tonight. Oh, Sherry just throwing licks right to the ground. It's going to be a three-way dance between these three ladies. We've already seen Becky Lynch and Sensational Sherry throw down. And Alundra Blaze wanting to remind everybody that there's more than two dominant women on this roster. And this match has been intense already. Alundra Blaze, side headlock and a punch right to the face of Sherry. And we're still a couple of months away. We got 2 more pay-per-view events before the Farm gets their first exclusive pay-per-view event and gets to crown champions. But these 3 ladies are currently the top of the women's division here on the Farm. So you have to think whichever one wins will be at the top of the pecking order and playing defense the next several months as we wait to get to that next pay-per-view. We still have our pay-per-view coming up the week after next, game week after next, folks. And that's going to be GWA Omega's brand exclusive, no handouts pay-per-view event. Then roughly a game month after that, we're going to have a co-pay-per-view event hosted by Smoke and Homegrown. That's going to be GWA Vice City Violence coming from Miami. And then, of course, after that, we'll be building towards our next Big 4 event, which will host all 4 shows. And that same week, the Farm is going to get their very exclusive pay-per-view event as part of our next Big 4 week. So we got a lot of shit coming up in GWA, going to be great. So keep your eyes posted on the channel, join the Facebook group, like, subscribe, comment, join the live chat, let us know you're here and watching. We'd like to know where our viewers are from, how they found us, if they want to be involved. Oh, and a big German suplex there from Alundra Blaze. Now tying it up with Sherry. These two are definitely no strangers. And Alundra looking good here, reminding everyone she's a former women's world champion in other companies. And of course, Becky Lynch. It's mind-blowing that she's here on the Farm. She's one of the greatest women's wrestlers in GWA. But every single general manager, including me, thinks she's annoying, problematic, and a headache even Cooter doesn't want to deal with. So, she landed here on the Farm. Oh, nice takedown there from Sherry. And she may have took out the knee there of Becky. Becky was holding that knee, maybe injured. Back to her feet, though. And the manhandle slam goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Sherry is eliminated, but here's Alundra. German suplex to Becky. 1, 2, 3, and Alundra Blaze is your winner here in this 3-way dance. This match was not very long, but it didn't have to be. It was action-packed. All three of these ladies did their thing and went at it. But Alundra Blaze looked pretty dominant throughout the match. Becky had her moments, Sherry had her moments, but Alundra looked to be the dominant force. And that proved to be correct. Definitely picked the opportunistic moment to come in and pick up the win. Huge win for Alundra Blaze. And maybe, just maybe, Devious won't forget about her next time he's booking women's matches and piss her off again. More coming up.
Hola, I'm Dr. Christian Gonzalez, general surgeon here at ICU Medical Clinic. We offer something special, couples colonoscopies. You and your partner go through every step together.
And you know it, I'm better than you. And you know it, I'm better than. I'm never dropping you, honestly, no one's stopping me, y'all. Die the greatest, I'm living by that philosophy. It's blood, sweat, and tears, it's sacrifice what I got in me. It's me against the world, so number one's what I gotta be. I swear that I just gotta be king, that is my prophecy. I feel like there's a God in me, monsters can't even conquer me. Ready for war, constantly label me as a prodigy. Never been modest, honestly, come at me, what you got for me? Better than you. And you know it, I'm better than you. Better than you. And you know it, I'm better than. It's a fact they always hate on the best. I'm not lucky, I'm proving myself, I'm passing the test. See, I pass on the rest, so I can pass on the rest. There ain't no competition in this conversation, I guess. So you can never defeat me, I'm making autos so easy. I know this industry need me, I knock you out, leave you bleeding. I'm the greatest human being alive, don't gotta try. And if you step into me, say your final goodbyes, cause I'm better than you.
All you people want to do is hear me talk, right? That's what you want, right? You want to hear me talk? I'll talk, but this is Max Friedman talking. Well, guess what? Too little, too late. Here's why. Nobody is on my level. No one. Everything I touch turns to gold. There is nothing I can't do. Every time I come out here, I am not expected to hit home runs. I am expected to hit grand slams, and I do that shit. See, all the other boys, they get to settle for being great. I have to be perfect because I'm the 26-year-old who is constantly held under a microscope because I'm the only guy who is capable of carrying this company on my back. It's funny I hear boos, but I also hear clapping. That's interesting. That's interesting. You're not the only problem. No, it's the boys in the back too, because the boys in the back all want my spot.
Hey, you. Asshole. Yeah, you.
Boy, what's that you're going on about? I'm gonna teach you a lesson, and I'm gonna whip the poppycock out of you like your Hebrew daddy should have. In a submission match, you wank.
Well, it looks like we're going to have an impromptu submission match with MJF and Tavish. Looks like MJF bit off more than he could chew. So let's see what he can do against the old man. I'm kind of curious to see myself.
You're never too old to kick some ass! Sing it loud, lads! Gather round the bar, you lot! This one's for Tavish! 80 years young and still taking that piss! Well, he sat in the corner with a pint of best bitter. Grey hair like a badger, but his eyes still glitter. 80 years on the clock, but the fire ain't dying. Tavish will tell you the war stories while the young lads are crying. He's got a dodgy knee and a creaky old back, but when the band kicks in, he's straight on the attack. Zimmer, nah, mate, he's dancing on the tables, kicking life right up the arse. That's how he rolls, the rascal! You're never too old to kick some ass. Tavish will show you.
Well, folks, it's not often that this happens, but the money is speechless. I don't know what to expect here in this one. There's no doubt Tavish has made a name for himself here on GWA The Farm. He's gained a lot of popularity. Everybody likes the talented old geezer, and he's showing off that experience and wrestling skills early in this one. MJF, on the other hand, is a little upset. And I get it. He feels like he should have been shot right to the top and been on one of the big four brands. He even thought aligning himself with Wade Armstrong would help make that happen faster. Well, apparently, he didn't look at the relationship history between literally every GM on this roster and Wade Armstrong. But that's beside the point. You gotta earn it. Not everybody gets the luck of the draw. If you want to get a call up, all you gotta do is do the damn thing. Don't come out here and bitch about it. You may be a good talker, but that's only going to get you so far here on the farm. There's a big move there by MJF. I don't know, like, maybe it's just me. I don't see what everybody sees in this guy. I mean, when I hear him talk, I hear Eric Bischoff. I mean, their voice and accent, mannerisms are so similar. And then he's dressed like some snobby country club fucking dipshit. I mean, I don't get it. But we live in a crazy world nowadays. People like things they shouldn't, and they hate things that they shouldn't. I mean, I don't get it. Big move there by MJF. But Tavish comes firing back. And look at the power slam there by the old man. Tavish has a submission hold locked in again. Wade Armstrong doing anything he can to try to distract Tavish here. Armstrong definitely doesn't want to see his client lose to an 80-something-year-old man. But if you're a fan of the farm and you've been watching GWA, you know Tavish is no ordinary 80-year-old man. MJF getting frustrated with Tavish here, not wasting any time going to weapons, whatever it takes. Even though most of the bookers, the fans, people that's been here in GWA wouldn't consider Tavish beating MJF as an upset, MJF will most definitely be upset if that happens. And Tavish, a master of submission, showing off his skills, trying to lock it back in. But MJF somehow fights him off there. And again, Tavish with the reversal, the crafty veteran, showing off his skills. Well and away on Maxwell with that chair. And got the chin lock applied again. This time MJF escapes quick super kick. But Tavish just ate that super kick like a bologna sandwich. Didn't even phase him. Now the old man going to the soft rope took too long. Going for that knee drop. MJF now trying to lock in the abdominal stretch. Oh no, was going for a pump handle. But Tavish reverse shifted the weight. Those crafty veteran instincts on display once again, and a big clothesline there from Tavish. I mean, Tavish is a guy that competes in bare knuckle boxing on his off days for fun. He doesn't even get paid for it. MJF is definitely not happy. This match has probably already went a lot longer than he expected, but as good as Max is, he really doesn't have a huge submission arsenal. You have to think Devious Douglas knew that when he awarded Tavish this match, because just like everybody else, Devious can't stand Wade Armstrong. But unlike the GMs on our big four brands, Alpha, Omega, Homegrown, and Smoke, Devious didn't have a choice and kind of got stuck with Wade Armstrong. Beautiful move there from Tavish. And then Armstrong goes out of his way, goes outside the company, and brings in MJF, who wasn't even signed here. He didn't clear it with Devious. And I've talked to Devious about it. Devious said he actually likes MJF, but he doesn't like the way he got here. And that makes a lot of sense. There's a right way to do stuff and a wrong way to do stuff. And in this case, there's like 99 ways to do stuff the right way. And the only possible thing you could have did that was wrong was align yourself with Wade Armstrong. But I don't know if MJF's that smart. Those private prep schools don't really prepare you for life, if you know what I'm saying. I ain't talking about the shit you learn in the classroom. I'm talking about the shit you learn in between classes. MJF abdominal stretch again, and once again Tavish firing out. Look at that athleticism. It is insanity that an 80-year-old man can move like that. Tavish not finished with him yet. But MJF now firing back. Tavish is definitely an odd individual. He believes that absorbing pain in these matches distracts from the pain that he has from being 80 years old, which is much worse. I ain't no doctor, so maybe he's on to something. Hell, I don't know. Big move coming off the middle rope there from Tavish. Going for that big knee again, but this time MJF caught him. Running sit-out powerbomb by Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And it has definitely been a phenomenal match here. Our first two matches went kind of quick on the farm, but this one here has definitely been impressive. Another submission attempt, rear chin lock by Tavish, but MJF escaped. And MJF now, big move. I thought he was going back for that abdominal stretch, but instead dropped Tavish right on his head. I'm pretty sure he just said earlier he doesn't drop people on their heads. Nonetheless, what is Tavish thinking now? As if there wasn't enough chairs already in the ring, Tavish may have made a crucial error going for that chair. MJF locks in that Fujiwara armbar modified to perfection. Tavish taps, and MJF is your winner, but he definitely had to work for it. He didn't come in here and get no squash mats and look all dominant, back up the shit that he talked. He barely beat an 80-year-old man. And that's the way the money looks at it. And honestly, I'm starting to learn how things work, you know. I talked shit about Ricky Saints and called him a pebble on Alpha, which I'm a member of that brand on the roster as a competitor, and it caused me all kind of problems. Well, on the farm and every other show, I can talk as much shit as I want, and these people aren't on the same brand with me to do anything about it. Either way, MJF got the win. Congratulations, you beat up an 80-year-old man. More coming up next.
More tread, more miles.
Stunning Sean and Rita remind me of my parents. Trashy drunks with no wrestling ability.
Speaking of Trashy Drunks. Paige, how you doing? Oh, Raven, by the way, just got out of the GM's office, and it looks like it's you and me tonight in a Devious Rules match. So, hope you're ready there, sport.
A devious rules match? Hot diggity damn, I'm ready for that. This should be a barn burner. Stunning Sean Franklin versus Raven. Alright, these guys are gonna throw it down.
Ink on the ceiling, blood in the mold. A tapping at the window, the story grew cold. Your heart is breathing, your lock won't lie. I heard a blackbird where the dead doors sigh. You keep that door shut, I keep the vow, but your name in the dark won't leave my mouth. I'll set you free. Open your door. Quote the raven, nevermore. Let me in. Give me the key. Let my flock set you free. Nevermore. Woke up with rust on my tongue. That's not truth in my lungs. Old friends turn to background noise. Static crowds and plastic toys. Every hallway feels the same. Every locker knows my name. I'm so tired of being tame. Like a fuse lamp. Start the world till the wires burn out.
Wow, I could have swore that was Raven that come out here just a minute ago. Like, he just pulled a magic trick. Is that Scotty Flamingo? Or possibly Johnny Polo? Either way, Raven giving a nod back to some of his historic gimmicks before Raven. And Rita helping Sean out there. But outside of the ring is not where you want to be if you're fighting Raven. This is a guy that is violent and dangerous. A true tortured soul. But Stunning Sean Franklin is a guy that has got shit done in the past. Wrestled for us in SSW. He's been a big star in the CWA Continental Wrestling Alliance, as well as Extreme Impact Wrestling. And many, many other companies on the indie scene. Stunning Sean is the real deal. But so far, every encounter he's had with Raven so far, the Raven has had the Stunning One's number. Sean Franklin found a couple of allies in Yoshiki Inamura and Death Row. But Raven has been keeping them occupied with Saturn and Kidman. Then Paige shows up, aligns herself with Raven. I guess they're dating. And evens the odds up against Stunning Sean and Rita. And I'll tell you what, the flock is like a plague. It's like a disease. And yeah, they draw ratings, but they're going to corrupt and spread throughout this farm roster. Guys like Stunning Sean Franklin in the minds of Raven are simply collateral damage. Raven made the joke that Stunning Sean Franklin and Rita reminded him of his parents. And at first it was a typical old joke, but that didn't make sense because Raven's about the same age, if not older. So then he continued and basically said his parents were trailer trash drunks with no wrestling ability. And only Raven can insult his own parents and make it an insult against another wrestler. Quote the Raven nevermore, I guess. Oh, going to the top rope and Sean dodges that one. Oh, we got a little bit of a crowd here with Paige getting involved. And now Raven taking back control. I bet Raven let Paige pick out his outfit here tonight. This is not typical Raven. Now, I gotta admit, as a lifelong wrestling fan, I should know more. But I completely missed the entire Johnny Polo era. I did hear in stories that he basically banged Vince's daughter Steph and got the Macho Man treatment. But those are just speculative rumors, of course, and I never did really see any of the career of that version of Raven. Sure, some of the fans watching here can tell you a little more about that, but I'll tell you my first time seeing Raven in action. It was on a random WCW show. He was an opening act as Scotty Flamingo. And it was my first time ever seeing him wrestle. He was taking on another person that I was seeing wrestle for the first time, Chris Benoit. I forget what his nickname was, but it was kind of stupid. I think it was something to do with a horse, though. But the Pegasus Kid, maybe that was it. I smoked a lot of weed, folks, and it'd be that top of the line, dankety-dank shit. So sometimes it takes the money a few extra seconds to pull the memory out of the old memory bank. But I've just confirmed that was indeed right. It is the Pegasus Kid. And anyway, those two at the time were no-name jobbers. And they put on an absolute wrestling clinic. It was like the greatest fucking wrestling match I had ever seen at the time in my young life. If you ever get the chance, if you don't know the match I'm talking about, Go look up WCW in the early 90s. Pegasus Kid. Trust me, if you haven't seen that match, go look it up. Early 90s WCW. Scotty Flamingo versus the Pegasus Kid, Chris Benoit. You will not be disappointed. And years later, both of those guys would make a huge stamp on the business. And it's kind of crazy, and I hate really even saying it, because I don't like to think or bring up what Chris Benoit did, because I was a huge fan. I mean breaking the fourth wall, because this happened in real Earth, not here in GWA universe, where Chris and his family are all still alive and well, and Chris is a wrestler on the homegrown brand. But crossing back into our world for a minute, you never would have thought out of these two. First, they had the Scotty Flamingo versus Pegasus Kid encounter. Benoit went on to be a four horseman. Went on to huge WWE success. World Championship. And Raven kind of fell off a little bit after WCW. I mean, he had his moments in ECW. He had a few good moments in TNA. But nothing big. He did some shit with JCW, Juggalo Championship Wrestling. I gotta give it to Juggalos. They got big ass fucking balls. They hired Vince Russo. Stunning Sean bringing out the thumbtacks. Raven in pursuit. Paige screaming at Raven to what Sean Franklin was up to. Raven connects with a big discus clothesline. Both of them landing the thumbtacks. Raven going for the cover here. The referee is distracted, ravishing Rita, doing a good job as a manager, but she wasn't able to distract the referee long enough. And Raven again has Stunning Sean Franklin's number. Devious Rules match. The Money completely missed the first fall, apparently. And if Sean Franklin scored a fall, I missed two fucking falls. But the Money gets high, the Money gets drunk, and sometimes the Money gets involved in a little story time. And I miss what's going on in the match. If you want to blame anybody, blame Raven for dressing like Scotty Flamingo and making the Money take a trip down memory lane. Either way, he had a phenomenal match here tonight. Picked up another win over Sean Franklin. And it's just not a good time to be a Sean in GWA. If you know, you know. We got more coming up.
Dust on my boots, mud on my tires. Mama said pray when the night gets tired. I done seen barns burn and fences fall. Heard my own name bounce off a jailhouse wall. I've been the kid with the holes in the knees, pocket full of change and a head full of weeds. Played that proud game, lost by a mile. Still I kept walking that crooked child. If you hear me now, don't turn away. I got a whole lot of sins to pay. I'm rising in the grave. Daddy drank hard, never learned to stay. Sunday suit on a Thursday night. Still I wrestle with the wrong and right. I stole some peace, I gave some pain. Tried to wash my hands in a red dirt rain, but every good deed got tangled up like barbed wire wrapped round a paper cup. If grace is real, then where's the sign? Why's the dark keep calling me mine? I keep my hands up, voice gone thin. Tell me, Lord, can a dog come in? I'm on the porch with a cracked back chair, saying prayers to the empty air. I hope God lets me into heaven. Hope none of my sins can't be forgiven. I try to be good, but I never saw a blessing. Life's so hard, I just can't see the lesson. I try to live life right, try to do good with your glory, but when I scream your name, it seems all you do's ignore me. Where's my burning bush, my belly in the well? I just really wanna know, God, is this heaven or is this hell? Heaven or is this hell? Preacher man said, son, don't count the tears, but I've been counting losses for years and years. Every scar on my hand's got a story to tell about a rope I climbed just to trip and fail. I ain't pure, I ain't clean, I ain't made of gold, just a tired old soul in a winter cold. But if you leave the door cracked out, try once more. I'll knock with the same broke heart as before. No saint here, just a man in need, a crooked little branch on a mercy tree. If you can hear a fool out in the field, if mercy's real, then let it heal. I've been the shepherd and the lost sheep too. I don't know how to get back to you, but I know my knees and I know this dirt. I know shame and I know it hurts. If you still take prodigals home, then leave that light on the road. I hope God lets me lay into heaven. Hope none of my sins can't be forgiven. I tried to be good, but I never saw a blessing. Life's so hard, I just can't see the lesson. I try to live life right, try to do good with your glory, but when I scream your name, it seems all you do's ignore me. Where's my burning bush, my belly in the well? I just really wanna know, God, is this heaven or is this hell? Heaven or is this hell?
Now the farm wouldn't be the farm without a random match of the night. And here we are. Cross and Iron Sheik have not seen eye to eye as of late, and they've been beating the crap out of each other. So I decided to, hey, let's throw a couple more guys in there and make it interesting. So it's going to be a fatal four-way TLC match. Karrion Kross, Iron Sheik, Austin Theory, and Saturn. Should be one hell of a fight.
Habibi, listen. I am strong like small chicken, but sexy, you know. Shaky baby, shaky, fuck Hulk Hogan. Shaky baby, big drip, my carpet rolling. Shaky baby, shaky, crop exploding. Shaky baby, shaky, fuck Hulk Hogan. Walking shop with the flip-flop flex, gold chain heavy on hairy chest. Uncle say, son, you must invest. I buy 3 goats and a fake Rolex. Tea so sweet, make your teeth go numb. Cousin got rich selling Turkish gum. Taxi outside, horn go rum. I drive like game, you just respawn. You talk tough, but you soft like cake. I talk loud, make the landlord shake. You want beef? I bring full plate and dance.
Representing the fallen from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 243 pounds.
Well, we definitely got an interesting one here. 4-way tables, ladders, and chairs match. Now, there is no title, there is no briefcase or object to dangle above the ring here, so it is the first person to score a pinfall or submission will win this match, but they have a whole arsenal of tables, ladders, chairs, and only God knows what else around the ring and underneath. You have Karrion Kross and the Iron Sheik. Those two have had a very personal rivalry that started right as soon as Karrion Kross debuted on GWA Dark against the Iron Sheik, and they've been going at it ever since. Then you have Austin Theory, who was recently demoted and sent down to the farm. And Theory is gonna try to find a way to become relevant. Then, of course, you have Saturn. We've already seen the leader of the flock in action a while ago. And ever since the flock's arrival here on the farm, they've been dangerous. Saturn will definitely be one to keep your eye on in this match, as are all 3 other competitors. What a move there by Kross. Then capitalizing with the moonsault, Karrion Kross going for the cover, and Saturn able to kick out. It didn't take long for this one to get bloody. Austin Theory trying to string some offense together, but Iron Sheik getting his lick back on Theory for busting him open. Oh, and now Saturn trying to get some licks back on Kross. Four-way action. Only one man can win. Austin Theory trying to make sure it's him and raise his stock. I'd have to say the highest ranking person in this match as far as the GWA Farm power rankings go. I'll have to get with Kip and check and make sure it's official, but I would say Iron Sheik is definitely the highest on the power ranking total out of these four guys. Big moves. Austin Theory piggybacking off of Cross's offense there. Using it to take out Cross, but Cross getting a little payback. And the two Baldies going at it on the outside. Saturn just hit a big neck breaker on Iron Sheik. Theory trying to get the pin here using the ropes, but Saturn breaks it up. The action keeps rolling, everyone's leaking. Cross looking good in there. Now Saturn dumping thumbtacks all over the ring. Big boot there from Cross. Sent Sheik to the outside, then gets caught by Austin Theory with a German suplex. And now Theory with a gorilla press military slam, dropping Saturn face first into those thumbtacks. Iron Sheik trying to fire himself back up, but Saturn, a huge leg drop, flying off the top rope, connects with Theory. Goes for the pin, broken up by Iron Sheik. And Sheiky, baby. Oh, gut buster. Cross again trying to steal the win over Theory there. Iron Sheik saw it, broke up the pin. And those two going at it again. I told you it's personal. Iron Sheik carrying Cross. Snake Eyes from the Sheik. And Sheiky baby on a roll. Oh, until he ran into Austin Theory. Nice counter by Theory. Sheik counters back though. Oh, and a nice counter from Theory. Saturn trying to go to the top rope, gets cut off by Austin Theory, but Theory didn't put enough into that punch. Saturn comes off the top rope, connects with an elbow. Saturn almost had the match won. Iron Sheik able to get in there and break it up just in time. Oh, and a deadly combo there from carrying Cross on Iron Sheik. Putting the boots to him. Cross is just unleashing punishment. Saturn talking a little shit to Austin Theory, and Theory making him pay for it. Meanwhile, in the ring, Cross going for the cover on Sheik, and Iron Sheik able to get the shoulder up just before the 3 count. Now Cross working over Austin Theory and then turns his attention right back to the Iron Sheik. Now Cross and Theory fighting it out. Saturn back in the ring going after the Iron Sheik. Oh, and Saturn gets took out by Theory. Cross body. Austin Theory showing off his skill. Big move there to Cross. Goes for the cover, broken up by Sheik. Saturn was going for that Death Valley driver on Theory, but Theory able to escape. Sheik on the outside. Saturn in the corner trying to catch his breath. Comes out now right after Cross puts the boots to Theory. Cross was ready for Saturn though. And man, oh man, Cross just ragdolls Saturn. Meanwhile, she adding more thumbtacks into the mix. Oh, and Saturn sweeping the leg. Iron Sheik's got a back full of tacks. Big move by Theory there to Cross. Saturn misses the elbow on Sheik. Chaos has erupted. Oh, and a big elbow right to the back of the head of Theory from Cross. Cross going for the cover. Saturn trying to pick those thumbtacks out of his skin. Passes out from the pain. And Iron Sheik able to save the match by breaking up the pin. A collision of bodies and a big move from Theory onto Saturn. Goes for the cover and broken up by Sheik. Saturn rolls to the outside trying to recover. Saturn's hurt bad. All four of these men are definitely feeling this match, but Kerry and Cross once again building some momentum. Cross looking to put Theory away. Theory able to move, but Cross sidesteps his attack. Cross comes firing back. Big punch out of the corner. Cross to the middle rope. And as if there isn't enough thumbtacks in the ring, Iron Sheik bringing even more. Oh, and running Bulldog from Saturn. That might finally slow down Cross. Saturn going for the Death Valley driver again. Cross able to counter. Iron Sheik now has Saturn. He's got the camel clutch locked in. And Theory breaks it up. Saturn was moments away from tapping out there. Match continues. Match still going. Huge move from Theory to Sheik. Goes for the cover and Iron Sheik kicks out. It's a damn good thing too because there was nobody there to make the save. Theory aggravated now. Takes his frustration out on Sheik, but Saturn comes in the ring and takes out Cross, but Theory now goes back after Saturn. Saturn with a springboard back elbow catches Theory, who lands in the thumbtacks. Saturn gets the 3 count and the win. Incredible match here on the farm. This was a match that really could have went either of these 4 ways. All 4 men looked impressive at moments in the match. Cross looked dominant. Theory looked phenomenal. Iron Sheik looked deadly. But Saturn is the one that looked opportunistic. And that is what it took to claim victory in this one here tonight. Huge win for Saturn. And you know Raven has got a big smile on his face. If that guy smiles, he does smile, right?
Late night, early morning, head still pounding? Meet AA Ron's Tasty Tequila Hangover Drops, the instant fix made for the after party. Real agave, electrolytes, and a citrus kick, all in one tiny bottle. One drop on your tongue and you're back on top. Feel the fog lift, energy return.
Psycho Circus, back in the fold. Psycho Clown and Doink the Clown in tag team action against the debuting Enzo and Cass on the farm. Can't wait for this one.
they calling me Pop. I'm rolling in bands, riding around, I beat up July. Hey, dog, pros wanna cop, but they are just not. I'm up in the club, stacking them dubs and stuff in a lot. I'm hot like sauce, you soft like balsa. You ain't heard of me? Well, you probably are. Ask about me. Nice to meet you, so good to see you. Bros wanna act hard, they need to take it easy, 'cause you soft. Cause you soft. How you doing? S-A-W-F-T. Soft.
All right, well, here we go. Psycho Circus taking on Enzo and Cass, making their debut here on the farm. Can you imagine if Enzo calls one of these clowns SAWFT? I'm a huge Enzo and Cass fan, so I'm not hating on them. My only disappointment is we didn't get to hear, "My name is Enzo Amore, and I'm a certified chief. And this right here is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that." But there's always next time. Nice head scissor takedown there from Enzo. And Enzo Amore is another one of them guys that was guilty before being proven innocent. I mean, if you look at the court case, the charges were dropped. So why isn't Enzo working? I mean, this guy could control the crowd like Road Dogg Jesse James in his prime. I mean, it's hard to find a needle mover like that. But there was a lot of talk too about Enzo, and he wasn't the most popular guy in the back. Kind of like Matt Riddle. Incredible talent, but if the boys in the back don't like you and you're an asshole, they're going to make sure they go to the boss and snitch about it. The days of wrestler court with the Undertaker as the judge, jury, and executioner are over. Oh my, what a headbutt there from Big Cass. But Doink the Clown is a dangerous fucking menace, man. I mean, what is the deal with fucking clowns? I'm not scared of them like everybody else. I just think they're weird. I don't know. The Bunny was never one of those that like to play dress up, so I don't get it. I grew up in a world where makeup was for girls. Then juggalos became a thing and the whole world changed. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to put that on the juggalos. They're just dudes that like to dress like clowns and get fucked up and party to loud music. The people fucking the world up are the ones that call the cops because the music's too loud. Oh, what a move there by Psycho Clown. And Enzo firing right back here. Oh, and look at Enzo go. Been a great show here tonight so far on the farm. Took us a little while to get back to action. The money has been busy. I've been in the studio dropping tracks and getting back into music, but we're going to keep GWA going. That's not an issue. It was just a lot of production that had to go into tonight's show. Originally wanted to have it last night, but things happen. And here's the tag. Both Enzo and Psycho Clown getting the tags into their fresh partners, Doink and Big Cass. And I think Doink realized he just fucked up. Anytime you're dealing with a 7-footer that can move, you got a big problem on your hands. But I don't think people that dress up like clowns and possibly belong in a mental institution are the best judges of character. I don't think they're intimidated by Big Cass being 7 foot tall. DDT there from Cass makes the tag as Doink goes to the outside trying to recover. Enzo waiting on him. And had that big clothesline loaded in the chamber. Enzo trying to pick up steam, but mistimes that high-risk move. Still able to counter, gets Doink back into his own corner. And now Doink sending Enzo back into the Psycho Clown corner. Round and around we go. This is an Irish whip fest. And Doink was doing a little bobbing and weaving there, but Enzo figured him out eventually. Enzo trying to fire himself up, but Psycho Clown gets the tag into the match. I don't think Enzo realized what happened. Psycho Clown at the top rope, frog splash connects. Going back up top. What a moonsault from Psycho Clown. He is on a roll. Not finished yet. Back to the top rope. Goes for it again and went to the well too many times. Enzo gets the knees up. And there's Enzo with a little high risk. Psycho Clown comes firing back. Makes the tag back into Doink. And the Psycho Circus are working well as a team right now. Enzo trying to get the tag to Big Cass. Doink cutting him off, but Enzo fires out and escapes with the head scissors. Another clothesline taking Doink to the mat. And finally Enzo gets where he can get the tag into Big Cass. Cass in pursuit of Doink. Oh, that one hurt. Doink comes firing back there. I swear this guy doesn't feel pain like normal people. They must teach incredible pain tolerance in clown boot camp. Big move there. And this match is starting to show the toll it's taken on all 4 men. Doink Makes the tag into Psycho Clown, a little double team, double back body drop. And Big Cass fires back with a jawbreaker, but misses the clothesline, and Psycho Clown staying on the attack. Big Cass tries to fight back again, sends Psycho Clown into the corner, makes the tag to end zone. We got a little double team action here. Oh, what a move from Enzo and Cass. Didn't keep Psycho Clown down very long, though. Now some double team action from the Psycho Circus. Doink has Enzo up, trying to go for a powerbomb. Enzo fights out. This is the clothesline, and Doink connects with a German suplex. These clowns aren't clowning around. No pun intended. This match has been violent, it's been brutal, it's been absolute incredible tag team action. The Psycho Circus has already proven to be a threat here on the farm. And if Enzo and Cass are going to be taken seriously here, they need to get past these clowns. Some would say Enzo should be part of the Psycho Circus, but I don't think he's psycho. I just think he's extremely cocky. And Doink showing off some wrestling skills here. He has been all over the place in this match, but the veteran Doink the Clown is also showing the toll this match is taking on him. The longer this goes, the worse it's going to be on Doink. Big clothesline, though, takes down Big Cass. And now Doink with a big belly-to-belly suplex. And here we go. Big Cass. No. Doink the Clown reverses into the back body drop. Irish whip now into Psycho Circus territory. Big Cass, this is not where you want to be. Scoop slam from Doink. It looked like he was trying to set up something else, but instead goes for the cover. Not happy with the result, goes for the cover again. This time using the ropes, and Cass kicks out even faster. Ducks under, and a big back elbow from Big Cass. He is 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Oh, and a big right hand. That's one of them situations, you know, having an unfair advantage or start in life isn't always about finance. It isn't about being born to the rich family. I mean, you have people out here that can hoop like a motherfucker, but they stop growing at fucking 5'6". You got people out here that have what it takes to be a successful wrestler, but they stop growing at 5'6". I mean, then you got people that absolutely suck at sports and have no athletic ability whatsoever, that are out here 6'9", 350 pounds, or 7'3", you know. It's crazy. The roulette wheel of life. The Money was pretty good at basketball back in the day. I played on my junior high, middle school team. And I was actually the same height I am right now, 5'11", in the 6th grade. I played center on my junior high basketball team. And then I just stopped growing. I ended up going to high school, trying out for the high school team. And the fucking point guard was 4 inches taller than me. And I was a dude that was trained to play in the paint, box out, go for the rebounds. And when everybody on the team, including the point guard and the equipment manager, are taller than you really can't play the box out game. You can try, but it doesn't work out well. I did end up going and playing church league. It was pretty competitive in our city. We had like 80-something teams. It was absolutely insane. It was basically March Madness around here, but it happened like in November, December. And my team ended up winning 2 championships, and it was funny as hell because both seasons we went 0-10. Everybody makes it to the play-in tournament at least. And then we dominated the entire tournament and won the championship. Beating undefeated teams and shit. It was wild. But with the whole basketball thing and height stunt, I had to switch sports. I got into football. And I was decent. I started out playing safety. Then they tried to move me to cornerback because I was getting a lot of interceptions as a safety, and I just didn't have the speed to keep up with some of the receivers in our league, in our division in school. So instead of moving me back to safety, the coaches had the bright idea to move me to wide receiver. And I ended up actually being pretty damn good. I was never going to be the guy that got scouted. I ran like a 5-something 40. I think it was like 5'3". And I was average size. You know, nothing spectacular, but I had one trait that ended up making me pretty damn good. And that's if the ball was thrown to me, I was gonna fucking catch it. I didn't care if I got hurt. I didn't care if I was in danger. I didn't care if I was supposed to take a big hit. I caught the damn ball. I usually didn't make it much further after I caught the ball, but that's beside the point. Sometimes you just have to find your niche, or niche, however the fuck them fancy people say that shit, and stick with it. That's kind of what the money is doing with the music right now. My whole life, I've kind of rejected my country roots. I was a rebel. Hung out with the hood dudes, was going to the hood, playing ball all day long. Shit like that. Bumping rap music. I wasn't doing none of the hunting and fishing and shit. I was kind of a rebel against being a rebel. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? But now as I've gotten older, I'm starting to embrace those country roots and those moments and it's really affecting the music in a positive way, and I'm pretty happy with the results. This match continues, and it's been a banger. Possibly our best tag team match of the week so far. We've had some good ones, but this one's definitely in the running for one of the best tag team matches this week. It's hanging in there with some of the others we had. That Nasty Boy one on Omega was pretty damn good. And then, when you're thinking about match of the night here on the farm, it's going to be a close one because this one has been damn good. The only thing is the money can't decide if it's been good enough to top the action we've seen from Tavis versus MJF in that submission match earlier. I am a little biased. Everyone knows the money loves the submission match. It's my specialty match, so we'll let Kip do the official grading and have the hard job. The money is just going to stick to commentary with a little story time sprinkled in for your enjoyment. And Doink the Clown now, showing his violent side. The longer the match goes, the meaner Doink gets. He's not about having fun anymore. He just wants to put Enzo and Cass away and keep the Psycho Circus momentum going. Here comes the Psycho Clown now after the tag. Trying to pick up where Doink left off and gets the pin. Psycho Circus gets the win over the debuting Enzo and Big Cass. Enzo and Cass definitely made one hell of a debut. Put up one hell of a fight. Either this one or the Tavis match with MJF earlier is going to be your match of the night. This is definitely one of the best tag matches this week in the running, with a few other great ones. But overall, incredible. Impressive performance. The Psycho Circus continues to do their thing. And Psycho Sally, she's just as crazy as the other two. Don't let her fool you. More coming up.
Need cash faster than you can say forget about it? I'm Money Mike, and this is the Money's High Interest Loan Shark Loans and Cash Advances. No credit checks, no paperwork, just respect. And maybe your kneecaps. You walk in broke, you walk out with a stack. Rates higher than your cousin at a rooftop party, but hey.
Eric Bischoff has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Hanky Tank are finally going to get their hands on the man that has been ruining their lives for weeks with the Wonder Stars. Speaking of which, they are banned from ringside. So it's going to be just Hanky Tank and good old Bischoff. So it should be fun to watch him get thrown around and get his ass handed to him. So here we go. Main event time.
What the hell? That's Hank Walker. Someone is taking out Hank here. I'm not sure who though. All the Wonder Stars are gone from the arena.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring From Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 195 pounds,
The Wonder Stars are here! Recruited from the shadows by the mastermind. Bishop saw the fire through the contract on the line. Was Mr. Wonderful, perfect in every way? The other superstar, stealing every stage. Tie-dye thunder meets the pile driver rage. Two legends forged as one.
Well, I'm not sure what happened to Hank, but it's not going to stop karma from coming to Eric Bischoff, because all that did was piss Tank off even more. Bischoff trying to start some early offense, but Tank is having none of that. He's pissed off. His partner got taken out. I don't know by who. All the Wonder Stars have been escorted out of the arena and banned from the arena. They were all actually with security, and there's really no better alibi than being with security. I'm not sure what happened, but still not gonna stop karma here. I don't think Tank needs Hank to take out Eric Bischoff. You do gotta watch out that karate skill of Bischoff, though. And Bischoff trying something big here. A little ninja kick. I did hear word that Eric Bischoff told the Wonder Stars not to worry, that he had things under control. Maybe Bischoff thinks he can win a one-on-one and at a hired gun take out Hank. And Tank showing off his strength there. Kicks Bischoff right in the midsection. Rear chin lock. Bischoff escapes. And Tank has got to watch out from those kicks that Bischoff delivers with lethal precision. They don't just hand out black belts. So Bischoff is somewhat legit. And Tank is starting to fire up here. Doing this for Hank. Oh, now they're gonna throw some fists back and forth. Back and forth here. And Bischoff does not want to try to have a slug it out with Tank here. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. You can see those shots connecting. These two beating the fuck out of each other. Big move there from Tank. Who the fuck? That's Joey Omega. We saw him debut this past week. The past episode of Dark. As the new signee to GWA The Farm. And I wonder, is he the man that took out Hank? Now he's taking out Tank. Bischoff with a kick for good measure. And holy shit. Joey Omega, is he a wonder star? That's all the time we have.